Hello there, gang, and welcome to another episode of Displaying-Model-Behaviour, the Earth's mightiest video podcast. So take off your pants, crack a beer, and let's talk toys. Let's talk about the carnivorous blood-blade King Rex. Oh my goodness. I wasn't going to do so many reviews on this channel anymore, but then I keep getting action figures like this, and I'm like, no, the world needs to know. The people have to know about this absolutely insane creation I hold in my hands. So let's talk about it. First up, this thing is just absolutely huge. The box itself is massive, and it needs to be to hold what's inside, because what's inside is the absolute king of the dinosaurs. This thing looks absolutely incredible. You want to hear me talk about it? Here it goes. I'm in love. Okay, like it's as simple as that. Other people have done other reviews, very, very good reviews, where they talk about the nuances and the mechanics of the action figure. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to give out for 5 minutes about how absolutely freaking gorgeous this thing is. A huge thank you to friend of the show, Kozan, who sent this to me. God bless you, sir. God bless you. There's a special place in heaven just for you, my friend, because you spread so much joy in the world. This is how we do it. Oh, you're going to get all the model behavior cliches on this review, because I like them big, round, and chunky. And this is exactly what this guy is. He's heavy. He's a heavy, hefty boy. And also, you can strip all this off straight down to his bare dinosaur skivvies. And if you want to see what he looks like without all of these accoutrements on, I highly, highly recommend checking out either Anthony's Customs review of this figure or also D Amazing. They both did excellent reviews where they had them all stripped down to his bare ass, and you could just take a look at the different mechanics and the articulation and how he's put together. I'm not going to do that. I want to just show you him in all of his glory, okay? Because there's just so much stuff on here. First of all, just a very quick one. Like, the articulation is great. He has all the joints in all the right places, even individual toes. He's got individual toe joints. So if you just want a quick synopsis, like I said, he got joints in all the right places. Big boy, you are beautiful. And yeah, he is. This is as you can see, the like purple variant. 1 of 800. So not that many, I think. I mean, 800, that sounds like a lot, but apparently that's not many. There's also like a more pink version of this, which honestly I'm not such a fan of. It looks a little bit too poppy pink. This looks a bit more subtle. I kind of dig that. And that's the only subtle thing about this guy. Everything else is so in your face. So the paint job is beautiful. Just on the skin alone, the way that you got the highlights and it looks very airbrushed. Very, very airbrushed kind of paintwork going on here. It's stunning. No part of this was just farted out of a mold and slapped in a box. Everything here has been beautifully, gloriously painted. You can see like the little stripes and markings on him. Like he has patterns. It's not just shades. Look at the back here. Look at the back with the tail and all the lines and markings. And as you do, as I'm showing this off, you can see all the beautiful scales. I was trying to think of different words for scales. It's just scales. Look at all the scales. They are just absolutely stunning. The amount of work and effort and little sculpting nuances that have gone into this. You can see the joints here on the shoulders as well. It's not butterfly, I don't think, but they kind of have like this sort of there's a wide range of articulation. That's all I'll say. You want to know about the proper technical side of the figure? Again, like I said, I highly recommend Anthony's Customs. That dude knows what he's talking about. But hey, look, if you're watching this video, you don't need me to tell you that he's a good reviewer. But what I love so much is, yeah, just everything on top of this. All of the battle armor. I was almost a little bit overwhelmed because one thing this dude doesn't come with is any kind of instruction manual that says this goes here, that goes there, that goes there. And I need that because I want order in my life. Don't just give me a whole bunch of stuff and say, hey, have fun, put it where you want. No, that's anarchy. I need to know exactly where this needs to go, okay? But I managed to kind of piece it out by looking at different images. But yeah, everything you see hanging and dangling, it's all separate. These huge big shoulder pads, they get a little bit hidden by the cape, but you can see the beautiful work that's been done on these shoulder pads with, like, it looks like real wrought iron that's been forged in a forge. That's where you forge iron, isn't it? Yeah, but it looks real. And all the spikes coming off of it, like, you got to be careful. I have pricked my fingers more times than I care to say by handling this guy, because he's just got so many. A lot of these spikes are separate pieces. They come with like a little bag full of all the different decorations, and you just take them out and you pop them on wherever you want, which again kind of pained me, because I'm like, well, does this spike go here, or should this spike go there? Like, I don't know. What is the official way of doing it? And the answer is there isn't an official way. You do it however you want to just enjoy the figure. But then also look at you got the wonderful articulated jaws, and be like, rah, there. And again, the cape itself, it has like a little hook that you can hook around and hook onto the shoulder pads. And then similarly, he's got his crown here with the Triceratops skull. And look at all the detail. Look at the minute detail going on with the paintwork and the armor on that skull. It's just stunning. And then, I mean, you talk about your mixed media. The cape on the back here, you got the beautiful, what feels like real fur. I don't know if it is. Like, I hope it's not. But it's just gorgeous. I know I'm a hypocrite because I eat meat and I wear leather, so you know it could be real fur. I wouldn't have a leg to stand on, but it's just fantastic. It really, really is. And then you got the different material, and you got the wire in the cape as well. It's quite thick wire too. I mean, it needs to be. He's a big boy, so you can actually sort of perch this cape up and have it coming up and over his shoulders. Same to be said with what feels like, I don't know, like suede almost for his thigh covers here. There's just so much. I wouldn't be surprised if someone came out and said, oh yeah, you know the bones on the decorations? Yeah, those are real bones, actually. I'd be like, okay, I believe ya. And then with his weapons, oof, you got this big old mace mallet here, which is great. But actually, because he's so big, this looks kind of small in his hand. But then you got this gigantic bladed battle axe, which is just, whoa, that's what the king of the T-Rexes should have in his hand. It's amazing that I first saw the original wave of dinosaur characters that AXY did, and I was like, oh man, those look big and chunky and terrifying. They look awesome. And then they made this guy who dwarves them. They look tiny compared to this big boss right here. You got his necklace piece as well. There's just so many little pieces on here. You know what? You can see him. That's me giving out about him, showing you all the essentials. I don't want to waste your time. Let's just do I was going to give him a grade. No. Let's do some size comparisons first. So you need to see how this guy stacks up. So first off, I thought I'd bring out the twins. I've got these two anime girls who are awesome, but I have no idea what to do with them, so I guess they're kind of the ridiculous channel mascots for this season in Japan. And I figured that the names Melanie and Martina would be suitable for blonde twins, and any British kids of the 90s will know that reference. And then we've got the orc from, I know he was ordered at 5K Toys, but I can't think of the name of the manufacturer. Regardless, he's a huge big boy, and even he's dwarfed by Rexy here. And then DLX Optimus Prime, because why not? He's an awesome figure. Now, we got some of the big guns. We got Veteran William from Fu-Ray Planet. And again, he is a tall figure, but he's slim and lithe, so Rexy is in a different weight class. Then we've got, I forget the name of this character, but a flying one from the Four Horsemen Mythic Legions. So aesthetically, they go together beautifully. Then, because why not, we've got the Mafex Azrael, what's it? I always want to say Dark Knight, but it's not. Nightfall, there you go. Batman, and the Storm Collectibles Ken here. So from their Street Fighter line, you know, Storm, they normally go 7-inch rather than 6, so he's a slightly bigger type of 1/12 scale figure. Then we got something that this is going to be my display. Now that I've got the Berserk characters, Griffith here, he's just going to go with all of these monsters. These are his apostles, and it's going to be an amazing display. Just the leader of the God Hand with all these monsters. And speaking of which, we've also got the 4 horsemen. Is it Dark Equinox? I think that's it. But they're Griffith's henchmen now. Then we have the very teeny tiny little evil Ryu from Storm Collectibles. So that's genuine kind of 1/12 scale, and you can see how small he is. And then we got the man from the future, Bishop from the 97 Legends line. So yeah, this guy is just huge compared to your Marvel Legends G.I. Joe type scale characters. Then we got another offering from Free Ray Planet, and of course, Monster Hide, the real battle of the big guns here. Alright, that does it for the size comparison, so let's give this guy a grade. And gang, I'm sure this will come as no surprise to you that I'm going to give this guy, well actually, it might come as a surprise. Because you know what? I'm changing the model behavior rating scale. Alright? We're not doing out of 10, we're doing out of 5. Because what I want to be able to do is give myself some leeway. So now, a 5 out of 10 can have, there can be many things that get a 5 out of 10, some of which are better than the others. A 5 out of 10 doesn't mean perfect, it means it is like elite level. Kind of giving away what I'm going to give this guy, but we'll get to that later. So gang, with the new patented and refined model behavior 5-point ranking system, I am going to give this guy a whopping 5 out of 5. 5 stars and a boom seal of model behavior. This guy is absolutely incredible. He's expensive, but I feel like he is worth every single penny. The love that has been poured into making this guy is equal to the love that you get from him when you see him on your shelf. For any kind of fan of big, chunky monsters, this is an essential purchase. And gang, that does it for my review of the AXY King Rex Blood Axe, whatever the heck he's called. This dude right here. As I said, he's expensive. He's gonna be going over $100. All right, so that's up to you. I appreciate you might just get a price like that and think, you know what? It's just I can't justify that. No action figure is worth that. And if you feel that, I totally respect that. I dig it. But if you just want this gigantic, huge, chonking, hulky boy, some of those weren't even words, but just have him dominating your shelf, why the heck would you not want to? He's got so much great articulation as well. He's got different hands I didn't mention as well. He's got his gripping hands and his other sort of more expressive hands. I love the finger pointing. It's the same with Crocker. I love that kind of like, oh, you're in trouble now, boy, kind of look. One thing I would kind of like is if you could angle his head up and down a bit more. He just has like the side to side motion, which is okay. He can look a little bit quizzical, but I would like it if you had a little bit more rotation there. But that's a small nuance. And hey, that's where the 5-point scale comes into scale. Oh, I'm hilarious. But yeah, that's where you can get 5 out of 5. But still have room for improvement. But that's pretty much all I can say, because everything else, it's just stunning. Action figure of the year, maybe? We've had a few contenders, and this is going to be a strong one. But guys, that does it for my review. Thank you so much for watching. For anyone who's on the Patreon or the channel members section, you're watching this early. You're watching this in advance before it goes live on the channel for everyone else, for public consumption. So if you're seeing this on the Patreon or the members section, then thank you so much for supporting the channel. And if you want to see these reviews earlier, then you can do that too. But gang, whenever you're viewing this, thank you so much for watching. Let me put this guy back on the table so I can properly say that until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Cup of coffee. Oh yeah, coffee. Big time.